Welcome back to the shop. This is Brandt Build Stuff, and I'm going to be attempting to make a metal puzzle, or brain teaser. I started by prepping all my pieces for a jig. There are a lot of bends in the design I'm going for, so a jig will help me get a consistent and repeatable piece. With all of my pieces ready, I could weld it together. This is definitely the most complicated jig I've made, but I think it will work pretty well. Now onto the actual project. Once I had my bar up to heat, I could test out the jig for the first time. This was much harder than I thought it would be. Going back and forth between outside and inside to the jig was making me lose a lot of heat. Not to mention it took me more time to get it onto the jig than I had to work on it per heat. After an hour of struggling and not having enough hands, I got the basic shape that I was going for. First part done, one more to go. Coming back to the project at a later date, I had a better plan to try and avoid heat loss and frustration. I mounted the jig out by my forge and got to work. I first straightened out, tweaked, and cut off the first part that I made earlier. Then I went right into the next puzzle piece. This time I knew what to expect, so it went way smoother. I was able to complete this one in less than half the time of my first try. This one took quite a bit of tweaking, but I was done with the jig faster, so I couldn't complain. If I ever made one of these again, I would definitely make the jig so that the side arms slid into place rather than screwed into place. Putting these arms on takes way too much time each heat, and is a little sketchy sometimes. At least this time, by the time I had the metal in the jig, I still had some heat left to work with. Final adjustments I could do cold at the vise. I finished this puzzle with some boiled linseed oil and WD-40. The WD-40 gets rid of the tackiness that the linseed oil usually leaves behind. The only thing left to do is test it out. It isn't the most precise or refined piece, but it works like it's supposed to. The irregularities just reflect how it was made, by hand. If you like this video, consider subscribing, or else I'll be forced to use this jig every day to try and make a living off these puzzles. Thanks for watching. See you next time.